Else excited as I am that we have reached day 7. Now, 7 days out of 90 might not seem like a huge accomplishment, but one whole week of showing up every day and editing and just not second guessing myself when it comes to speaking to you guys and creating content is an accomplishment. And if there's one thing that I believe and know for a fact, that reward is an important part of building a new habit. Neuroplasticity is aided when you have a reward system in place. Now, that doesn't mean construct rewards that take away from your goals and progress. Sometimes a reward can just be something as simple as acknowledging the progress that you've made, checking something off of a list. That's why I love a checklist. I like to cross things out and check them off, and that's like a small little reward boost, and that helps you stick to your goals and habits. So, yay for me! I'm very excited, and thank you guys for joining me on this journey. We have just gotten started. Now, you're probably looking at me and saying, Marjani, didn't you just do your hair 2 days ago? Why does it look crazy? Because I took it out. Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe in suffering. I did not like the hair. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I put it in. The sewing actually worked out really well, and I'm proud of myself for doing a good job. It was actually in there a little too well, and it took me longer to take out than I wanted. However, I did not like the hair texture, and it kept doing this weird ringlet thing. So after I would style it and fluff it and do all the stuff, like 5 minutes later, it would ringlet up and it looked like doll's hair to me, and I just was not feeling it. So then I decided, instead of going into my week with my hair being a source of frustration for me, I'm just gonna cut that out. Literally, I cut it out. So we're back to the bun just for a day or two. I do plan on giving myself some braids, but generally that is a full day's operation. Like, get up at 8, start braiding my hair, and go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. And that's all I'm doing. And I don't have one of those days available to me right now. So that will have to wait, and we'll just have to get creative on what goes on with the hair as we work out. Anywho, how are you all doing? How was your Monday? Mondays are one of my favorite days of the week, and I know that is an unusual thing to say, but I enjoy that you can kind of get the best start to your week. Like, it's the best day to check things off, at least for me. I feel like I start strong with such great momentum, and I feel very connected to Monday. My schedule doesn't really get disrupted that much on Mondays, whereas as things happen throughout the week, things come up, you push things to the side. I get more orders as it gets later on in the week for my business. So today was good. I had a meeting. I took care of some business for clients, took care of calls, had a great workout. And now I'm going to eat a little later than I planned, but it's 9:33. And I'm going to upload this video. I wanted to prioritize that so that it got up before midnight. And then I'm going to eat while I work on some programming for my personal training journey, which I'm very excited about. So I'm in this space right now where I'm currently running multiple parallel processes in my life. I'm running my full-time business. I'm working to establish a training business and establish rapport with my clients while I continue to not only gain experience in the field, but also help them achieve their individual goals. And I'm also studying quite consistently. I have quite a few certifications that I'll be working on over the next year, and then a long-term goal for further education. So there's a lot going on. Not to mention, I also have another brand that I put on the back burner a couple of years ago that I'm trying to bring back to the forefront. So all of these things are running at the same time, and I'm also trying to make sure that, I eat and I still work out and I speak to my family and my friends and try to have a semblance of a social life. Well, I'll admit, out of everything, that's probably the thing I'm doing the worst, like the area that I probably could use the most improvement. I don't do a lot of things outside of work and gym. However, that's intentional because my priority right now is focused on building these things in my life. There's something that clicks in your brain when you start to realize that the only thing that limits you from achieving the things that you want in life is the belief that you can't. And the minute that you start to go after those, you start to formulate this new version of your life. And I am consistently evolving in a way that I feel like I'm rolling intentionally down this hill close to the dreams that I want, closer and closer and faster and faster. And I'm getting these opportunities, which is an amazing blessing. But I want to make sure that I'm consistently prepared to show up and not let those things be what Tim Ferriss calls the hug of death. I don't want to get into a space where, is that a mosquito? It's starting to get warm. A mosquito? That must have been what bit me. Something bit me on my shoulder, and I think it's a mosquito bite. But I was like, no, it's not warm enough to be a mosquito, but there's a daggone mosquito. Anyway, what was I saying? I got distracted. Okay, yes. So basically, what I was saying is that I'm running all of these parallel processes in my life, and I want to make sure that I'm showing up properly to handle all of them. Tim Ferriss has a book called Tribe of Mentors, and he did a interview with Gary Vee a couple of years ago, and he talked about something called the hug of death, which is when businesses seek to get exposure that they might not have the processes in play and in place in order to handle the attention, the orders, or whatever. They don't have the infrastructure in place to actually do what's necessary. And therefore, a really big opportunity ends up being a detriment to them because it doesn't work out the way that they want. And I think of this often when I'm trying to make choices in my life to make sure that I have the bandwidth to show up in a way that allows me to execute in a way that I feel is representation of my character. And I'd rather walk away from something knowing that I can return to it if I do a good job rather than not do a good job because I haven't prioritized showing up in that manner. So that can be the difficult thing about having all of these things going on in your life because you're consistently trying to show up as your best self in all of those areas. And you can't show up at 100% in all areas all the time. You have to choose. And that is a consistent battle and the consistent journey that I, as an entrepreneur and just as an individual, am always going through. Shifting and understanding that priority, pivoting when necessary, and like moving the pieces of my life around and giving energy to where it needs to in the appropriate time versus other things. So as I say that, all of that was to say I wanted to make sure that I got this video out first because I know that it takes about 2 hours for me to upload, do the thumbnail and description and all of that and get it uploaded before midnight. So we're at 9:38. We've definitely met our 3-minute mark and I'm really proud of me. I'm proud of me and I'm grateful for you guys for joining, for my new followers, and for those of you who, check on me every day. If there's something you want me to talk about in another video, please let me know. I did get a video request that I will do either tomorrow or Wednesday about how to shoot content in the gym and how to feel comfortable. So I'll be talking about that. And if you have any questions pertaining to that, go ahead and drop them in the comment. I'll be sure to address them. And I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week. And if it wasn't an amazing start, tomorrow will be. So sending you lots of love and yeah, happy Monday. Okay. Love you. Bye.